Hey, do you have an awesome Piggy build mode map? Do you want to see your very own build on this channel in a video? Well, Sub has decided to let any viewer of the Sub's Blox World channel submit their build mode maps to Sub himself. Below this video, in the description, there will be a link leading to a form where you can fill out some info about your map, then send a friend request to the Sub's Blox account, and boom! If your map is chosen, you'll be contacted by Sub himself about including your map in a video. With that said, let's get into it. Hey, Sub! I decided I would treat you and all the viewers at home with another custom game mode video. I know just how much everyone used to love them when we first started making them, so I figured I would make another today. And best of all, it includes some theorizing about Piggy too. We've got some intense game modes, some story-based game modes, and even some fast-paced game modes that pit the players against each other. So how about we stop talking about it, Sub, and you show us 7 Piggy game modes that could be in Piggy 2 in Roblox. Number 1. Soldier Shootout. First up, Sub, we've got a high-octane, intense first-person shooter game mode. Think about Arsenal, but even more intense, against evil soldier Piggy zombies. Remember how in Chapter 12 of Piggy Sub, George gathered quite the crowd of infected soldiers as he raced to catch up to you before you confronted Mr. P? Well, do you also remember how we left Zizzy and Pony to defend from the soldier Piggies while we took on Mr. P? Well, in this game mode, rather than entering the plant, you take the role of Pony and Zizzy and are tasked with fighting off the hordes of soldier piggies as they charge towards you trying to oof you. You'll have an armory full of weapons to choose from melee weapons to assault rifles, and even sniper rifles. So Sub, choose your weapon and start spraying and praying. If you survive the full 10 minutes, then you win. But don't get too comfortable, Sub. The longer you survive, the more soldier piggies are coming your way. Number 2. George's Escape. Now, Sub, here's a game mode for you. I've noticed you've been getting a little too comfortable around Piggy recently. I think you could do with being taken out of your comfort zone. That's why in this game mode, I'm cranking the difficulty up. Unlike a regular Piggy game, you won't have 1 Piggy, not even 2 Piggies, but 3 Piggies chasing you around the map. You might be a pro against 1, Sub, but I think even 3 is going to be a challenge for you. I'm sure at this point you're wondering why this game mode is called George's Escape. Well, Sub, do you remember how in the Piggy storyline, George ran away from the house as his family became evil infected Piggy monsters? This game mode is a recreation of that very event, because these Piggies aren't any regular old Piggies. They're Mother, Father, and Piggy, and you play as none other than George Pig himself. While this game mode might be difficult at first, I think it would make some good fun for the pros of the Piggy community. Number 3. Distorted Mashup by bluirre. Sub, everyone at home knows just how much you love all the different Piggy maps. Every time a new one came out, you were super quick to make videos all about them. But one map that stuck out to both of you and I in particular was the Distorted Memory map, right, Sub? You know, the one where you play as George Piggy running from memory through a distorted version of the house map. Well, this game mode takes it to a whole new level, since it's not just a distorted version of one map, it's a distorted version of every map. You'll find yourself running through broken, tiny versions of each and every map, with reality slipping further and further away from you as you progress. I was thinking if this was added to Piggy 2, it could even be added as a game mode to recap the original Piggy adventure. Or maybe it could even be added as a way of playing each and every Piggy 2 map so far. And then once the game is complete, it'll have every map in it. Speaking of every map, one thing everyone at home should do is subscribe to the channel. That way they can watch every Sub's Blox World video. Plus, subscribers unlock the notification bell, which delivers notifications straight to your inbox every time we upload. Number 4. Elimination. Sup? I'm sure you know just how annoying campers and griefers can be in Piggy, especially when they just mess around for the entire game and don't help you get any closer to escaping. Well, this game mode is here to put a stop to them, because this game mode is all about being the best player on the team. Every time you pick up an item or unlock a door, your points will increase. This way, the game can measure exactly who is pulling their weight and who the trolls of the game might be. But it doesn't end there, Sub, because every single minute that passes in the game, a player will be oofed, but not by Piggy. The player with the least amount of points at the end of every minute will be oofed, meaning you have to collect as many keys and unlock as many doors as possible if you want to have any chance of escaping. By the end of the game, there will only be 1 or 2 Piggies left, and they shall be crowned the pros of Piggies. Number 5. Find the Piggy. Psst, Sub! Shh, not so loud. This game mode is all about staying quiet and undetected, so that means you have to do no shouting. Uh-oh, run. Gosh, Sub, I really wish you wouldn't talk so much. Then we could have just stayed undetected. Anyway, I should probably explain what this game is to you, right? Well, you might have noticed there's a bunch of bot piggies wandering around the place. However, they're not trying to oof you. Well, that's because you're a detective. And what if I told you Bacon Hair was in the mix too, disguised as Piggy? But it's your job to figure out which of those piggies is Bacon Hair. Once you think you found a piggy acting a little bit strange, just line up your pistol and take the shot. But be careful, Sub. You've only got 3 bullets, meaning if you get it wrong 3 times in a row, it's game over. But luckily for you, each successful player discovery will reward you with 1 bullet. It's your job to study the bot behavior, Sub, and figure which one seems a little bit suspicious. Oh, Sub, over there. That piggy's making a run for it. Nice job, Sub. You won. Number 6. Cure Mode. Sub, you know how in a regular game of Piggy, you've got your teammates to rely on. They often can help you by distracting Piggy, unlocking doors, and sometimes even knocking Piggy out for you. Well, in this game, you have no teammates, and even more piggies than usual, since everyone in the game, except for you, is a piggy. But there's one saving grace for you, Sub. You have a piggy infection cure. Your job is to pour it in certain areas of the ground in hopes that a piggy will run through it. If they do, they'll become a player with a cure, just like you. You win the game by curing every piggy on the map. However, if you get oofed before curing anyone, it's game over. The same goes for if every normal human gets oofed and everyone is turned into a piggy. This seems super fitting for a Piggy 2 game mode, since it's likely we might be finding a cure during that game. Hey, do you have any ideas about what game modes might be in Piggy 2? Or even what Piggy 2 could be about? Make sure to tell us all about it in the comments. You might even see your ideas featured in a future video. Number 7. Mr. P Mode. Sub, have you ever noticed that when you get oofed by Piggy, a health bar appears in the top right corner of the screen? It's empty, of course, because you've just been oofed, but that potentially means that there could be a Piggy that doesn't instantly oof you. And here it is, because in this game mode, Cyborg Mr. P is the enemy, and he's not using any regular Piggy weapon. He's using his fireball firing arm. But of course, we can't have a Piggy player get oofed instantly by your But of course, we can't have a player get oofed instantly by a fireball. That's where the health bar comes in handy. When you get hit by a fireball, it'll do a small bit of damage, but not completely oof you. Meaning Mr. P is gonna have to hit you with a bunch of them before you get oofed. However, don't get too confident, Sub. These are heat-seeking fireballs, meaning they're gonna follow you anywhere you go. And unlike regular Piggy, Mr. P doesn't have to be right next to you to fire them. These homing heat seekers are gonna find you fast, Sub. You'll need to be extra careful of traps in this mode, Sub. The last thing you want is to be stuck standing completely still and give Mr. P a bunch of free shots on you. I don't think that would end well, Sub. See Geez, sub! I told you playing some awesome new custom game modes would be fun, and I'll bet everyone at home enjoyed it too. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to use star code SUB at checkout to help support the channel. We'll see you next time, sub. Bye-bye.